No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year. So we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. The RPO fires complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, it doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Durham. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Firing to the end zone. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there, snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Handoff to the lone back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On his way from around the 50. Good job by the... unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Derek.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Give to the running back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge looks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here on 3rd down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off-play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Catch in the middle, it's Durham. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. QB draw. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself on the draw. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Clemson will send the punt team out. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hilton.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Got a man. It's Brown. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Dura. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Klubnik. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The running back has it. Nice move to keep running. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Got the quick pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Good timing on the quick out. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional ground offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Durham. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. That gives him a 16-10 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 31 over the Bloopers. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Flips it out to the back. Gets away from one, finds room. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Just keep slinging it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Buys a little time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Well, they tried to play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally a runner.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the run, it's Adams. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Leaves it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Finds his man. It's Sharp. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now...
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Wideout trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Forward and finds his man on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
It's
snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And he was off to the races, and he gets him to the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Klubnik. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Wants to fire on second down. Gets open down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And it's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much.